Hello, welcome to the Famous for Nothing podcast, episode 48. I'm pretty sure, because there's only 2 more until episode 50.
Yep.
And I'm panicking. I don't have another camera, and I don't think I'm going to get one. So, the whole camera angle thing, I'm sorry, guys. I know you've just been dying for another camera angle, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, we did not come prepared, but kind of prepared, actually. But we didn't rehearse or say what we're going to talk about. We just pushed record.
Well, I brought this just in case anything went wrong. You know me.
I do have those notes that was, I was taking a dump, and this guy called me, and I was like, well, I'm taking a dump right now, but we was wanting to talk about stuff, about my dump, you know, but I was like, I'll just save it for the podcast, and I put my notes.
How did it go, by the way?
I'll tell you after.
You'll tell me after?
just to save anybody else any trouble of wanting to know. But in all seriousness, how you been, dude? Podcast-wise, if you're listening to this from one episode to another, it's like been no time at all. But in reality...
It's been like a month.
Has it?
Well, I know the Xbox Showcase was the 11th. So the 11th? The PlayStation one was like the 6th. So it's been almost about a month.
Yeah, okay. I was about to look at my phone, but I'm just going to take your word for it.
Yeah, it's been about a month.
Nice. Okay. Well, give me... I got to set something up real quick.
Yeah.
Just entertain them. I'll be right back. I'll take less than like 20 seconds.
There you go. Go ahead. Hi. How's everybody doing?
You can talk to me.
I will talk to you.
You just won't be able to hear me. You can hear me, just not as well.
Yeah, he's across the room. What are you dealing with? We have to set timers so we know when the camera restarts because we're not professional. We don't have people. That's what we need to get Ryan to do. Ryan needs to run the camera.
He needs to be the guy on the computer.
Yes. That's what it is. That's his job. That's what we will do. And then we will announce that he is here every time.
Tell them where you work at now.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So, for people that don't know, you want me to save it till you're over here? Or you want me to just go ahead and start?
Go for it.
Okay. For people that don't know, I took a job. I was offered a job at GameStop. I was a key holder position. I have no manager experience, no customer service experience, no retail experience. I worked in laundry and like nursing homes and stuff, and I worked in factories. I've never worked in retail before, so it's my first retail job. And I started off as a manager position, and they hired me. And I don't know why. And I plan on exposing everything, like a good bit of everything. I don't know what my agreement is, but hell, it's stuff that anybody could know. So I'll get into that eventually. But, what about you? Didn't you get a new job? Or have you still had the same job?
I'm still feeling like you're working in the same spot.
You still feeling like you work in the same spot? That's what's up. I feel like I am too loud. Am I too loud?
I'm back. I'm too loud right now.
Am I too loud?
No.
No? Okay. It sounds like I'm too loud.
Maybe you are on your thing.
That might be it, yeah. Let me turn it down a little bit.
We have a little sound adjustment thing. I don't know how good you guys can hear me. I'm so sorry. It's not episode 50 yet, so I don't have to be professional, so fuck you. So, yeah. But,
there we go, it's better.
So, the whole thing with GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
How big is that membership deal?
It's not.
No? Not anymore?
It's bad. Well, I'll start from the beginning. When they hired me, I was along the line of like 20 other people. And they hired me that had no experience in everything. It was weird. I didn't understand why. I now understand why. They hired me because they wanted to conform me to their way. They wanted to teach me their way.
When you say they, you mean the guy who hired you or GameStop?
The company itself.
Okay.
They wanted to like morph me into whatever they wanted me to do. Mm-hmm. When you work at GameStop, it's not just retail. Mm-hmm. You literally have to be a worker from the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not joking. They push it on you. Mm-hmm. And that's what, that's the big meme. Mm-hmm. Whenever you walk into GameStop, they always go, hey, do you want to get the Pro membership? Hey, do you want to get this? Mm-hmm. Do you want to get this? It's because they push it. Mm-hmm. You have metrics. And it's not just pro membership. It is everything. You have to hit a certain percentage on everything every week. Collectibles, hardware attachments, pro membership, reserves. They count what people reserve. So if you don't reserve something at GameStop, it goes against your numbers. And your incentive on getting good numbers is pay raises. Yeah. I got a $3 pay raise on hitting numbers one week. And then it dropped back down $3. So for that 1 week, I got $3 extra pay. But after that, it went back down to normal. I get paid $10 an hour.
That's as a manager too.
Yeah. So also, whenever you're selling something to someone, say you come in, you're picking up, I don't know, Final Fantasy 16, which is out, by the way.
And I've been playing it, and we can get into that. But
I bought it. I have it. Haven't played it. Please don't spoil anything, but we can talk about it.
Bro, you gotta play it.
No. I know. I hear it's damn good.
People have been giving it 9s and 10s across the board. I don't know if you've been seeing that.
Yeah, I know. I don't trust IGN, but IGN has. I want to play it. I have it. I actually got it for free. Because my manager got the copy and she said it's not for her, so she gave it to me. But either way, I'll get there eventually.
No. You need to get there tonight when you leave this podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We don't need to get there eventually.
I have to.
Immediately.
But whenever you work at GameStop, you have to push these metrics. You have to push it on people. So whenever you walk in and this guy just is not leaving you alone about it, it's because his numbers are low and his job's on the line. Because they will fire you if you don't hit those numbers. Which I guess is every sales job. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
except it sounds like your commission is shit.
You don't make commission.
That is your commission. Your $3 extra pay raise. That's
in a way, but that's if you hit all your numbers.
That's a shit commission. Is what I'm saying.
If you don't hit one of your numbers, you don't get the commission.
So we're like.
And
so. Besides being around games and being able to talk to people about games, I'm sure that's also a hassle, especially when you have to talk about games with people that don't know games. But wait, what's the benefits?
The benefits is, well, for one, you get first dibs on trades. If people trade in old games, I got the original Silent Hill on PS1, and I got first dibs on buying it before people online did. And people online snagged that shit. We got the original Legend of Zelda gold cartridge at GameStop right now. So you get first dibs on there. You get like a 5% employee discount on anything in the store. It's not much, but it's something. I think I get like steelbooks. Like if someone brings in a steelbook and we take it in, and we have to take it in as pre-owned. So we're going to sell it as a pre-owned standard edition. So the steelbook's up for grabs. Which I have Diablo 4's steelbook and Ghost Recon, I think. I'm missing one, but I can't remember.
Hey, actually, if you get any really cool, I was going to say, if you get any cool things like banners or posters, whatever, and because they throw them out until you give them to me. But
I have the Hogwarts Legacy one.
Well, that one's fine, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care who else is working there. You're the goddamn manager. You better get anything Kingdom Hearts when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out.
Well, that's another thing, too. I already put in my 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
But it's because...
Dude, you gotta stay for Kingdom Hearts 4 at least.
I'll be there when they release it, because it's probably going to come out with the poster. In 2089 when it comes out. But yeah. I did put in my 2 weeks. I can't stand it because you're constantly forcing things on people. You're constantly and that's on top of doing that, you have something called distro. That's when boxes come in from the actual GameStop company to distribute into the store, hence the name distro. You have to handle people in the store. I've had people call me asking me about their consoles, what's broken about it, and that's not my job, but I answer it because I'm nice. There was this one time this customer came in. He was a black dude, but he was kind of, I don't think he was all there, mentally. I think he was on the spectrum maybe. He was coming in to buy the new Final Fantasy. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, it's not very known that Final Fantasy 16 is the first mature Final Fantasy to ever come out. It has, I've heard it has like sexual content in it and shit like that.
Right off the bat, before you play the game.
That's what I've heard.
Before you even play the game, they got, I was going to say a spoiler, but yeah.
Yeah, it's got some graphic content.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yes.
It's Game of Thrones.
Okay.
It's very much Game of Thrones. You got...
Like, I hear when they put the mature rating on it, they went full balls to the wall.
This is not really much spoiler. It's the very beginning of the game. Okay. So, it's Game of Thrones straight up.
Just don't say names, but go ahead.
Yeah, so you got kings and queens, cousins fucking to make the bloodline, whatever. You got this guy who's like Jon Snow, whatever, who gets fucking small hound, or whatever. Yeah. It's all Game of Thrones story just fell off the bat. It changes. But when you first play, you're like, this is just Game of Thrones, like straight up.
I hear it is really good, and I will try it because I do have it. I just haven't played it yet. But he was coming in to get Final Fantasy 16, and I was like, dude, I can't sell it to you because you're not 17. I can't legally. I will get in trouble. I said, you gotta bring
legally. I got 2 weeks in. But.
Yeah, but it don't matter. I need someone to come in to show me you can buy it. So he brings in I think it's his grandmother. And his I'm like, can I see your ID? She's like, yeah, here. And I'm like, okay. Sweet old lady. And she goes, well, what's in the game? I said, well, I don't know personally. And I looked in the back of the game and it said partial nudity on it. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, well, it does have some adult content in it. And the kid is sitting there going, okay, like, we get it. And I'm like, it's got violence in it. It's Final Fantasy, but I've heard it goes kind of towards it. And he's like, we get it. I'm like, you don't get this. I have to tell her this because she will come back pissed. And he's just, he's laying it out on me. And I'm like, okay, that's all it is. I'm like, I give up. That's all it is. So then they buy it and they leave. I never hear back from them, but I get in trouble because I didn't sell the warranty to the game.
Oh god, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now get this, right? And this is the last time I'll mention the membership and stuff. The big meme is pro membership. Yes, you have to sell it. But how much you have to sell it? 15% of customers that walk in, you have to sell it to.
How do you know it's 15%? You get to be like,
Well, that's the thing. If 30 people walk in, at least maybe 5 of those have to sign up.
How do you know like 30 people walked in though?
I mean, you don't, but
there you
like
go.
15% of customers that walk in, they have to sign up for it. And if one person don't, that goes against you. So let's say you hit your 15%. Like you got 5 people. Great, you did an awesome job. The one person that didn't, that counts against you. So actually, you didn't get 5 people. You got 4. So you got to make up for it, which is wrong in every way. And I don't agree with that.
I mean, it's just the whole. Yeah, I heard horror stories. So
now I will say this: I didn't get the short end of the stick with managers. My manager was awesome. She was really cool. I was barely trained. I had 3 days of training. And for someone that didn't work retail, customer experience, or key holder, I had to open and close stores, count registers, all that. And by the way, their console room.
I know I've delivered to it plenty of times.
It's a fucking bathroom. It's a bathroom. So your expensive PS5s and your Quest 2s and your PSVRs, they're being held on top of a toilet.
Yeah. I'm the one that puts them there, by the way.
Yeah. It's bad.
As a delivery guy.
It is so bad. You don't think it's that bad, and then you start working, it's like, okay, it's that bad.
But I would say that as a FedEx guy, man, I go to the hospital. I go to a lot of places, and the places I see and things like as a FedEx person, you literally just walk anywhere, no one says shit to you. Like my buddy TJ got the job now, and he didn't believe me at first, but no, literally, you just walk anywhere you want, no one says shit because like people are busy and people whatever. It's like I'm just you know what I get you're doing this. I've been here before. I know where it goes. And like because if they do come talk to you, they're just going to tell you to go there anyway. They don't care. They would prefer you not to bother them with a customer, and you do it. So anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things like that. Like you go to like a fucking there's like a laboratory, whatever, and whatnot, and just I don't know. I just be walking places. I feel like I should not be here. I should not be here. And the other ones are like the toilet stuff, like.
That okay.
Yeah. Or like food restaurants and stuff. Yeah, that's bad. There's a lot of restaurants.
It's crazy once you see behind the scenes. But one more thing, and then I'll leave it alone after this. I fucking hate doing trade-ins. I hate it with a passion because whenever I don't mind people bringing it to me, they want to get money for their stuff. That's great. A Nintendo Switch Lite retail goes for $200 right now.
Can I guess?
Huh?
Can I guess how much this trade-in?
Sure, go ahead.
35.
77 actually.
Okay.
So you're still losing half your money.
Yeah.
And I even asked my boss, because I'm selling my Switch Lite right now, I was like, how much would I get it since I work here? She goes, oh, well, you have your discount and stuff, so you'd actually get more. You get about $79. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. $79.
What a steal.
Right?
Literally.
And then they resell it, and that's where they get the majority of their money from, is they'll buy your games for a penny and a nickel, and they'll sell it back for like $30.
Yep.
And they still want you to hit those metrics.
I think what they should probably do is like do the physical game stores, but just lean in full like weed or something, because you're not gonna. Let's be honest, like no one buys physical games. People do buy physical games if you're a big gamer.
It's starting to go out of business.
Yeah,
it really is because it's all digital now. There's no point.
Would it have gone out of business if GameStop didn't happen? That's the question.
Do what now?
Would it have already gone out of business if GameStop didn't happen?
What is that?
GameStop, when all the stock got crazy and stuff.
I don't know nothing about that.
You don't know nothing about this? There's literally a movie coming out about it now because it's so insane.
Give me like a...
Long story short, stock depends. The more people buy it, the more it's worth and whatnot, And the Reddit got on a bunch of people on Reddit all came together, and they were like thousands and hundreds of thousands of people all came together, and they're like, we're all going to buy GameStop stock. Like the stock of the GameStop.
Wow. All
at one time on this day at this time, right? Never been done. People's attempted to do this stuff before, but this is the first time it actually happened. But GameStop stock is so low because it's doing so horribly. It's just pennies on the dollar, basically. Not that low, but
it feels like it.
Yeah, so it's like it's just really bad. So then at once, everybody bought this stock, and it became one of the best stocks to have. You made. For example, my buddy Jordan, whatnot, or me, the money I had in my savings account, we added up, and I had I think $5,000 or something. If I would have put all my money into GameStop, I added it up, if I did the Reddit thing and did it what everybody else said, if I dumped my savings into that, I would have made almost $800,000.
Damn.
It just.
Yeah. That is crazy. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's insane, and yeah.
Well, now we have a company that no one loves.
Yeah. But anyway, there's a movie coming about now called Dumb Money. You should watch it. It has a bunch of famous people.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, I'm surprised. It kind of I was like, you don't know this? You're the manager. You gotta know this.
Well, that's the thing. They tell me I'm the manager. Yeah. I'm not a manager. They gave me manager responsibilities, but they pay me as a SGA, which is a senior guest advisor. They just make me do other shit too.
Sorry, I'm going to my notes that I'm taking a big old poo-poo.
I got a ton of them.
Oh,
too.
shit.
You're
okay,
good.
so this is what I have on here.
I even got new ones.
Let's see. Manager GameStop. Oh, tennis shit. Let's talk about tennis shit real quick, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, tennis shit. I don't... It's been a month, I guess, since it's happened, but, I've gotten really big into tennis, dude.
Like real tennis?
Huh?
Like real tennis? Or like tennis?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, like real tennis, dude. I'm getting into it,
Really?
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm thinking about playing tomorrow. I'm trying to get around into it. If you don't come tomorrow, come tomorrow. We're out. TJ might come too. If you do, that's 2v2. So that'll be great. One person doesn't have to keep sitting out. So
okay,
up to you. We got extra rackets, so you just got to come.
Where is it at?
Lakeshore. You know what Lakeshore is?
Mm-mm.
Do you know where Gondoliers is? Mm-hmm. Same road, just keep going. You know the wooden park?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really close to there, but before it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'll ask you for the address for it later.
Okay.
I can't say I'll be any good. I'll probably
you don't have to be
throw
good.
the racket instead of the ball, but we'll get there.
It is. Hey, the first day, me and TJ couldn't even hit it. We was hitting it, but when we hit it, we would just fucking go over the fence way too hard or whatnot. It was hard to even get it inside the square at all. And then we played it 3 days in a row, and about the third day, we're just going back and forth. It was so cool. But yeah.
You plan on going pro, or are you just doing it for the fun of it?
Just fine. I'm not going pro at all. Also, here's another thing. Son asking about mountains in game. Okay. So me talking about this, we're talking about games, okay? So, Final Fantasy 16 is a linear game. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, it's not open world.
Okay. So,
oh, thank God it's not open world.
Yeah.
So, good. I was like, I don't want to do an open world.
So, for people that don't know, what he just said, it's not open world. Open world means you see it, you can go to it, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Type of things. So, linear games are like God of War or just fucking games that have a straight path for you to go to, and your experience is between that path. So, that's what a linear game is. And that's the games that we grew up on, linear games. Only Grand Theft Auto was like the only open worlds, and then you have a few here and there, right?
So basically, with linear games, it's a lot more smaller scale, but it's so much more detail you can pack in, so much more interactivity you can. I prefer linear games,
but when we're growing up, do you not remember like the idea or the thought of like seeing something very far away and being like, I wish I could go to that.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be really cool. It's kind of like the same thing, like, man, the graphics on this cutscene is so good. You look at that same cutscene, looks like shit now, right?
Yeah.
So, like, back when we were kids, growing up, you would just imagine, like, one day, like, oh, that's my phone, sorry. But yeah, I was like, well, one day what would it be like just to be like, just see something and go to it? Grand Theft Auto, kind of, but not the same. Whenever you're about to get on top of a mountain and you see another mountain or another tree or something very far away, and you can just walk to it, that's how we are today, That's just us.
Like Skyrim, Breath of the Wild,
everything,
stuff like that. Yeah.
Everything that comes out. So my son's watching me play Final Fantasy 16, which is an open world game. And it's like one of those moments where you just take it in, like it looks very beautiful. And I'm like walking by this like ocean, and in this ocean is like this mountain view with snow and stuff. And I was like, man, this looks amazing. I was just sitting there for a minute, and I stayed on it. My son goes, why don't you go to the mountains, whatever? And I was like, we can't go to the mountains. He's like, why not? Can he swim? I was like, no, he can't swim.
No.
He's like, is it like Zelda? Whenever you go to the mountains, you get too cold, you gotta get different clothes. And I was like,
it's not like that.
Yeah, I was like, no, you can't go to the mountains. And he's like, what? And I'm just thinking like, I'm so old now.
Yeah.
That like us thinking back in the day that like, I wish we could go to this. It's such a common thing now that
he's so used to it. Like, why can't we now?
Yeah, like why? Wait, what? You can't do that? It's like reversed, and it's so weird. So
that's
like,
crazy. You just made me feel so old.
Yeah,
I'm 21.
Exactly. Like the idea of that. Whenever my son was asking me, I was like, man, it's a total opposite thing now. Like,
wow.
My son was like mind blown because you can't do it, and I was mind blown that you can do it. So
we need to get him to play a Lego game, like an old Lego game.
There we go, Star Wars or something.
There you go, Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars.
Let me see what else I put on here. But yeah, the tennis stuff. Yeah, if you want to come with me tomorrow, go ahead. And he said, "Oh yeah, it's Spider-Man release."
Yeah, they released it during the Summer Game Fest. It is October 20th.
Okay.
Which I'm very happy with. I'm like, okay.
Starfield, we can actually watch that off this because, yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I'm not gonna say anything about the game because it is it's an Xbox exclusive. Do you still want me to talk about it?
I mean, I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not opposed to having an Xbox. I like to shit on
you
Xbox.
You have one.
Like it's a meme kind of whatnot. But in all reality, there is no reason to have an Xbox. I'm sorry, it's just not.
In my opinion, Xbox plays better online.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think it plays smoother online.
Okay. Look, man. You might be right. Okay, but any benefits you give to Xbox,
yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it away. No, I'm kidding. Okay, no, like it might play better online. I don't play online much to argue that, whatever. But I do know like cloud gaming and stuff, all that. Like that's probably way better than Xbox. Like it's Microsoft,
Yeah.
So like there are benefits and whatnot, but as a gamer, there is no reason. I'm sorry.
No, there isn't, and I can acknowledge that there is no game that's like, oh man, I can't wait to get a fucking Xbox. Yeah. And Starfield's not gonna be one of them.
But the thing is too is if you're an online gamer, then there's you don't really need a PlayStation either, because all PlayStation exclusive games,
they're all single player mostly.
All story games. So like, if all you care about is like fucking Call of Duty or some shit, Fortnite, then
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
I'm just gonna say really quick on Starfield, it is locked at 30 frames. It's gonna be a series exclusive. So Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S only, and it's locked at 30 frames. And they're using the same engine from Fallout 4.
So, here's the thing. I've heard about Starfield. I didn't know who was making it first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about Starfield, but when I heard it was by Bethesda, I immediately lost interest. I'm sorry for the Skyrim
They burned me
people.
too many times.
I'm sorry for the Fallout guys. I'm sorry, but I don't want to play this game until after all the DLC is out, and after all the patches are done, and after all, like, it's just...
It's better that way.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm so tired of, like, trying to play a Bethesda game when it comes out, and it's just, like, it's just broken.
Yep.
Like, it's just...
I mean, look at Redfall. Redfall was just horrible when it came out. Fallout 76 was the same, but I hear Fallout 76 is great now.
Yeah, I heard they did a lot better.
No Man's Sky, I mean, that's not Bethesda, but still.
No Man's Sky is a completely different game. And
I have it on Switch, and it plays really well on Switch. It does drop frames, but it's pretty good.
I'm gonna make it quick, but if you're not playing, if you never played No Man's Sky, go and play it. They have so many DLC since the game came out, like 2015. Like, even now they're putting out DLC for it, and every DLC for the game is like changes the game, and it makes it so much better. But not only that, all the DLC is free. So it's just like they just want you to buy the game. They don't want you to buy anything else. Just buy the game and play it and enjoy it. And it is so good. Whatever you heard about it when it first came out, fuck that. It's not the same.
And it has a full VR mode on PSVR.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And PSVR 2. It's coming out on PSVR 2. So it's going to be really, really cool. I do have... You said Spider-Man 2. They did release... It's kind of spoilery, but Insomniac has said it out loud. Eddie Brock's not going to be Venom.
Oh, okay.
So someone else is going to be Venom, which I'm very happy with. I did not want Eddie Brock to be Venom. I was very sour when I seen that trailer release.
I'm still... I think I was hyped for it. I'm not nearly as hyped as you, but I was hyped for Spider-Man 2, and I think I lost about all my hype from what we saw.
I do believe they've shown too much. Yeah. They've shown way too much.
It showed... I don't know. It's like this. I will say... I like Miles Morales, but Spider-Man was way better. Yeah. And I feel like it's going to be like Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is good, but the original Spider-Man was the original Spider-Man.
It's going to be, yeah. So. They did say that there's going to be different side quests. There's going to be specific side quests for Peter, and then specific side quests for Miles. From what I've seen of the gameplay, it looks like Peter is going to be the brawler, whereas Miles is going to be the tech, the gadget, and the stealth person. So whenever you're in fighting situations, it's going to be mainly Peter. If you're in stealth situations, it's going to be mainly Miles. Which, that sounds cool. That sounds alright. I can handle that. What else was there?
I heard the new Spider-Man movie was good.
Oh, Across Spider-Verse?
Have you seen it?
I did. Did you see it?
Nope.
I don't want to spoil anything for you because there is a lot of things that go on in that movie. It's breakneck fast. There's a lot that goes on. I seen it in theaters this last Tuesday. Did you like Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
I loved it. It's still, in my opinion, the best Spider-Man movie.
Even after seeing that one?
Even after seeing it. I do think Into the Spider-Verse was better. Across the Spider-Verse is overhyped. Miguel O'Hara is good, but he's not, you see it on TikTok. He's everywhere. Miguel O'Hara, the 2099 Spider-Man.
Oh, I know him normally, but I don't really know him I've seen the trailer, and that was it.
Yeah, he's like the big thing.
Yeah, I know
he's not the big thing. He is... I don't want to say barely in the movie. He has good spots, but he's not as big as everybody says. I was expecting him to blow me away, and he really didn't. And I was like, okay, like you played your part, and that's good. The Spot. Wow, that one actually blew me away. The actual villain of the movie is not Miguel. It's this character called The Spot, which is a Spider-Man villain that barely anybody knows. I don't know him. Do you know him?
Is he the one that like you make a spot and then he puts his hand? It's like portals.
Yeah. He basically do you want me to spoil the movie for you? You don't want me to?
No.
All right, I'm just gonna say he plays a very big part in the movie, but he's not seen very often. He's gonna play a much bigger part in part 2. Which there is a cliffhanger, but honestly it's a very tasteful cliffhanger. It's not like wait, that's it. It's more of like, oh, okay, well I can sit on this for a while. Which I did hear they did delay the second movie. It's going to be like 2025, I think, because over 100 animators quit.
I heard that too. I heard like a bunch of people just walked out.
So that sucks, but either way.
I mean, don't make fucking stupid deadlines.
Yep.
Just make the movie.
And not
Look
to
at
say
Kingdom Hearts.
Shit.
Just saying. It took 13 years. I'm still happy. Fuck it.
A lot of people weren't. That's another thing too I didn't know about. Kingdom Hearts 3, not a lot of people liked it.
Oh yeah, I know. Because that is the thing. When you got 13 years, your expectations are just stupid. Like, and again, it's not gonna live up to it. I'm sorry, it's just not.
That's true. Yeah.
It's absolutely not gonna live up to it.
Another thing is after the Xbox showcase, we did have, Xbox is running the remake train. They're remaking Fable.
I played them.
I never played them either. I hear it's a big thing on Xbox. Again, never played them. I have to talk to your dad about it because I know he used to play it. But that's kind of the last thing on Xbox. But there was a sneaky one that I didn't know about. The Nintendo Direct. So PlayStation did their showcase, Xbox did theirs, and then Nintendo did theirs. Nintendo came out with 2 big games. Actually, 3 big games this year.
Is it on Metroid? No.
Metroid Dread, that one actually it's out. It's been out.
Oh.
But nobody really cared about it.
I didn't know it was out.
Yeah. It was Tears of the Kingdom, which, by the way, has sold phenomenally. It's like one of the best sellers on Switch.
I heard he can make the robot with a penis.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna like Tears of the Kingdom. That's not
Breath of the Wild? Damn.
It's not my kind of game.
Hot take.
I didn't like Elden Ring either. So I mean,
Damn, hot take. I never played it.
You never played Elden Ring.
I never played it.
I don't like Breath of the Wild style of game. It's not for me.
Gotcha.
But either way, Nintendo's coming out with a new 2D scroller Mario called New Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
I saw that.
With like a brand new power-up flower. It looks standard. I mean, it doesn't look too special. It's like, okay.
Like Mario.
And they're remaking, they're on the remake train, Paper Mario RPG. Or just Mario RPG. So that's going to be a big remake coming out. That was on the SNES,
Wait, the
right?
Star or something? RPG, as in like, the Star or something?
From what I know, it's just Super Mario RPG.
The RPG I'm thinking of it's called Star something, and then it's like you get 3 characters at a time, and you're moving. It's time.
It's a turn-based RPG. Yeah. They're remaking it.
Oh, I would like to play that.
I mean, you gotta pay full price for it, but yeah.
Shit. I do. That's Mario.
Yeah. Another game that completely blindsided me, and I can't fucking wait for it. The Arkham series is coming to Switch.
Oh yeah.
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight are all coming to Switch. That gives me another excuse to play it, so I'm happy. All the DLCs too. And if you read up whenever they were making Arkham Knight, the Batmobile itself, whenever you were playing as the Batmobile, that took up the entire memory of the 360 when they were trying to make it on 360. So the Batmobile itself wouldn't work on Xbox. It's going off.
Ah, it is. Don't know what that is. I will check it, but you keep talking about Arkham.
Which is crazy because the Nintendo Switch is powerful. Like, it can run some pretty big games, but I just can't see it running Arkham Knight. It is a stupidly huge game. And by the way, if you compare other open worlds to Arkham Knight, they look like shit. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, compare that to Arkham Knight, it does not compare whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them. I've seen the side by side, and it's like
it looks like shit.
It's like, man, it does look pretty rough.
Speaking of Assassin's Creed, I got 2 news on Assassin's Creed. I know you're not kind of big on Assassin's Creed, are you? I mean, you're kind of like
yeah.
Back and
the new
forth.
ones I don't really give a damn about.
I don't either. Assassin's Creed Mirage coming out that we've seen.
It looks lame.
Yeah, it does. It's going to be the very first Assassin's Creed game that comes out for $50. It's not going to be retail $70.
It's like they know this sucks.
Okay. And now this is rumors I've heard, but they are in very, very early development for a remake of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
That'd be really cool, actually. That was a fucking great
Yeah, that's rumors. I haven't heard anything else about it. But if you think about it, what other Ubisoft game is coming out? Or actually, let me ask you a better question. What other Ubisoft game have they not fucked up? Name me a franchise that Ubisoft hasn't fucked up right now.
Just Cause.
Just Cause? Have you played 4?
Yeah.
It was not fun.
It's the same Just Cause.
It was the same shit, though.
Yeah, it's the same shit. They didn't fuck it up.
Did Ubisoft make Just Cause?
Yeah, I think so. No, that was Square Enix.
Was it?
Yeah, that's Square Enix.
Okay. Well, Rainbow Six Extraction.
Yeah, I haven't played Extraction.
It was bad.
I don't know.
It was like some stupid zombie mode.
Assassin's Creed, the new ones.
Mirage.
That is back and forth on Assassin's Creed, I guess. But like, what else did they? Far Cry.
Far Cry 6 was shit.
Was it?
Yes,
I don't know.
it was bad. I hated it. See, he about puked on it. Bless you.
Is it? Do you have territories to take over?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a Far Cry.
It's Far Cry, but
That's
they
Far Cry.
tried to mix the RPG elements with realism, and it didn't work.
Oh. Nah.
I mean, I played it for like 3 hours, and I hated it. And I liked New Dawn.
I can't think of any other games. That's Ubisoft. So.
Well, you got Mario and Rabbids, Kingdom Battle.
Mm-hmm.
Sparks of Hope was ruined. Dying Light. You got Dying Light 2, which was bad.
Oh really?
I didn't like Dying Light 2. It wasn't fun at all.
Good thing you said that. I thought about starting the first one.
The first one's really good.
That's great, but I can't play the second one. Then I would be. Here's the thing. I can't. It's like watching Game of Thrones and watch 7 seasons and I'll watch the 8th. Come on, I gotta watch the 8th, and then you watch the 8th and you're like,
shit. I wish I never watched it.
yeah, but when you see season 7, you're like, I can't. This is so good. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. That's how bad can it be?
And evidently, it was really bad.
Yeah, and then that's Dying Light 2, the Dying Light 1.
Evidently, I mean, I played it. I hated it. It wasn't fun.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll move on from Assassin's Creed. But I was talking about Tears of the Kingdom. It sold about as many copies as Jedi Fallen Survivor and Resident Evil 4 Remake combined.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Fallen Survivor just kind of fucking died. Like, that was a big game to come out, and then it died.
It did.
Like, no one talked about it.
My buddy Jacob did for like a while, but I don't think he even completed it.
It just kind of died. And it was a big game to come out.
I think the thing is with Zelda, honestly, probably TikTok, because TikTok is so huge and it became trending.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like a song or whatever, but it was a game. The game became trending and it was like the big thing to get. It was like Elden Ring. Elden Ring became trending and it just blew up.
That's true. That's
so.
true. Well, do I have anything else? You know about Diablo 4, right?
Yeah.
It's like the biggest.
I'm never gonna play it.
I'll play it whenever it all comes out, and it's like $20.
Nope, never gonna play it.
Wow. Too long?
The MMO. I don't play MMOs.
Oh, okay. I understand.
I wouldn't mind playing MMOs. If I played an MMO, I'd play Final Fantasy 14. But I'm not playing MMOs. It takes. I don't have the time. I'm sorry.
There's rumors of a PS5 Pro coming out.
We don't need it. But.
We don't, but that's... Oh, I wanted to talk about Sony's fucking backbone that they created. So, on the PlayStation Showcase, do you remember the handheld that they're coming out with?
Yes, I think, yes.
So, it's a version of the backbone where it has... They literally cut a PS5 controller in half, put it on the side, and then put a big-ass screen in the middle. And it's meant for streaming only. They couldn't have just made a PS Vita 2.
Yeah.
They couldn't have just made, I don't know, but they're not going to battle Nintendo and like handheld
Well,
consoles.
it's because, the whole streaming thing's going on with Xbox, so they gotta like come up with their own thing.
They're just greedy, man.
Let me see what I put. Oh yeah, wait, did you see my TV?
Did you see? Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What'd you do with your old one?
I gotta show you Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, it's in the spare bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you not sell it yet?
No, not even put it up. Fucking, I kind of want to put it right here, but I feel like it's just like 55 inches is just too much to be right here,
We can work out some measurements and see what we can do, because that'd be cool.
No, I mean, like, measurements, it would fit, for sure. Like, 55 inch would fit here, but I feel like it's just too big. Like, I'm like, hey, you guys, we're talking about something, Starfield, whatever, trailer. Let's pull it up. Let's look at it, But I feel like it's just too much. You'd be like, Starfield, No!
Oh, no.
It was empty. Thank God.
Oh, good. You tipped over the
Yeah.
thing.
But yeah, I would just be like, fucking,
It looks great.
Yeah. Too much. Like, I don't need a 55 inch right here. I just need a small screen.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Okay.
But,
I might can bring my monitor over here.
I'm gonna fucking just mount it to the wall.
We might can. I'm not too sure. It takes a lot to mount.
Nah, I've mounted before. I mount my TV in there.
That's true. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I'm gonna move from games. Do you have any other stuff about games coming out?
Games coming out?
Or a game like
Final Fantasy 16 is just great, dog. I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, is it better than Ghostwire Tokyo?
Yo, yeah, way better. I really want to show you a fight I just got out of.
Oh no, not yet. Let me figure it out because I wanna start playing.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Is it hard?
No, there's no difficulty either. By the way,
you're just kind of fucked.
Huh?
I heard some people say that God of War is more of an RPG than Final Fantasy 16.
I haven't played the new one, but
I just mean like in general, like the new.
So here's
ones.
the thing. It's a JRPG, by the way.
It's not turn-based. It's not JRPG.
It's a JRPG, man. And it's made in Japan. It's a JRPG. But no, yeah. So I was actually watching a documentary yesterday, and this documentary was about Square, and it was also about Enix. We know what that future becomes, right? But it was two different companies.
Really?
Okay? Yeah, SquareSoft and then Enix.
Huh.
So. But I was listening to it and I was just like, because it's just like a beautiful thing that got blended together. Because Final Fantasy is one, which is SquareSoft, and then on the other side you have Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is fucking huge in Japan, and
I've actually never played Dragon Quest.
Me neither.
Or Dragon Quest Builders. I hear that one's big too.
But I went to Japan. It's fucking Dragon Quest is huge there. It still is. But Final Fantasy was huge in America, you know? And this is, at the time, this is like whenever Final Fantasy 7 went out. And obviously we know what happened out of that, too. So, like, yeah, so it was just like, JRPG was like the thing. Not just RPG, but having a JRPG. It was like a fucking, that was the thing. Like, they were enemies, okay? One had the sword, they both had sword and shields against each other. And it was like one had the West and one had here. And after Final Fantasy 7 came out, it showed the graphics and stuff, and then I think Final Fantasy 8 came out right after that, and then the graphics got even better. I remember today is probably like the most mind blown I've ever been on a cutscene, because at the time Final Fantasy 8 came out, the cutscene, I was just like, this is amazing, like, whatever. But yeah, they were known for like their graphics and whatnot, and they were like shooting for it, like yelling at it. This part I didn't know in the documentary. Sorry. But because of the graphics and everyone was talking about them, they made their own movie studio, which I knew, and they had a movie, right? I saw this movie in theaters with my dad. It was ass. I don't remember. It could have been. I was a kid. I just remember thinking I do not like this movie. Apparently, everyone else thought it was ass too, and they're like, "Wow, we fucked up. We lost a bunch of money on this," you know. So because of that money they lost, they needed to help investors, because Final Fantasy X came out at the same time as the movie. Because it was in production between right after 7 and when 8 came out, and then it finally came out when Final Fantasy 10 came out. So any money they lost, they immediately got back in 10. So money-wise, they were fine, but investor-wise, they wasn't. They needed to get people's trust again, and they needed to find a way to get the stock up and whatnot. And the way they did that, they figured it out, is try to be best friends with, fucking Enix. Yeah. And so they put down the swords and shields, and they came together as one company, and yeah, and now it is what it is today, Square Enix. So it's like really cool just knowing like the JRPGs, right? It's like Xbox and PlayStation, whatever, right? The two big ones. You got Nintendo doing its own thing, but the two big ones, the two JRPGs are like going against each other, and then they become together as like one JRPG basically. And
do you think if Xbox and PlayStation got together, that they would make a one all-in-one console?
I mean, yeah, if they got together, but that would never happen.
It wouldn't, but I was just...
Unless Xbox buys PlayStation. That's the only way I can see it happening.
Did you hear about the lawsuits for PlayStation?
Mm-mm.
This is my understanding of it. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
PlayStation is getting the shit sued out of them because of their online store monopoly. If you buy like Spider-Man Miles Morales brand new on disc, it's like $40. But if you buy it brand new on the store, it's like 50 to 60. It's crazy high. So I think that's why they're suing them. And studios like Insomniac and Bungie, they're moving from Sony to Microsoft. They're going to Microsoft.
Wait, Bungie can't?
Well, I think over time, like Bungie's going to start making the games from their contract, and then from their contract, they're going to go to Microsoft.
No, I don't think they have a contract. I think PlayStation bought them out.
Did they?
Yeah.
Then
I get what you're saying.
It was another one. Then I can't remember.
In general. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they had a contract. I think they got bought out, but
they might have.
But wait. Back to your original question about the God of War being more of an RPG.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got off track about the whole
documentary.
But JRPG, yeah. So like Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasies are super RPGs, like super complex, super all this other stuff. You think RPG, you get Zelda, like this is an RPG.
No, it's turn-based. It's old style.
No, well, I mean, like Zelda, you know, it's like it's an RPG, you know, whatever.
Well, it's a role-playing game, yeah.
Yeah, so it's whatever. But then you go into like Final Fantasy, you're like, oh, this is a fucking whole another level of RPG. This is like levels and levels and levels and levels. You know, you're like this is complex. That's what an RPG, like JRPG from RPG, whatever. Anyway. You got all this stuff. How could you?
It was close, I think.
But yeah, no. The Final Fantasy 16, though, it is, different. It's linear. Way more linear than the other Final Fantasies. Besides, like, 13, from what I've heard.
I hear it's a lot more action-oriented. They took a lot of notes from 15.
It's super action.
And they took a lot of notes from 7. And they kind of... The best way I can explain it from what I've seen is they mixed 15 and 7 in a more streamlined version.
It makes me think of God of War, of how linear it is, and the God of War 1, at least.
Okay, because God of War 2018 was kind of big.
2018.
God of War 2018, the fourth one?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. That one was kind of big, but like not too big. Like it had open areas, but
that's the same thing as Final Fantasy 16. It's linear, but you can kind of get sidetracked a little bit if you want, you know.
Oh, okay.
But it's still very, very much linear. Like for example, Final Fantasy 15 is a very open world. You can literally go anywhere, right? But Final Fantasy 16 is like if you're going from here to there, you're gonna have to travel through the map or whatever. You're not gonna fucking go through whatever. But then again, I will say, like, I am 20 hours into the game maybe, and I'm not even close to being done, I would say. Because here's the thing, I thought I was getting close. And then something happened, and I was like, oh, this is just fucking starting, apparently.
That's usually how Final Fantasy goes.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is just starting, so I don't know where I'm at. But I will say, the game is fucking amazing so far, and the story is so good. And for Clive being the main character, and you gotta love him, he's probably the best Final Fantasy protagonist I've ever seen.
It's a revenge story, I know that much.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I've heard it's like a very mature revenge story. That's all I know. Like, I know it's a revenge story. I know they are pushing the M rating hard, and it's totally new, which I'm up for. I'm cool. I'm tired of the remakes and shit. Final Fantasy VII, the first remake was good. Integrad, Aftermath, and shit. No, I hated that shit. It was aggravating. What?
Play Final Fantasy 16.
I will.
Especially, like, I know, I'm kind of joking when I say this, but also not joking at all. Play it tonight when you get home. Just
if I have time, I will.
You're not gonna.
I'll start it at least. I kind of want to move on to some movies coming out. Have you been watching some movies coming out?
I have. I've been watching an anime actually.
Was it Vice City? What was the one you've been watching?
What? Anime called. I just started it. It's called Till Your Eternity. Wait, can I give you the plot of it real quick?
Go ahead, go nuts.
Okay, cool. So, like, Till Your Eternity, guys, it is an anime. It is anime that no one knows about, because every time I say this to anybody, even anime geeks, like, they don't know what it is.
Wow.
So, it's cool. But the animation on it's, like, really good. And I'll just give you the plot of, like, the first episode, at least, right? Or the little bit. I'm not going to give anything away. But what it's about is, I don't know if it's God or something, but it's just a guy saying, this is a stone or a sphere or whatever. I'm dropping it down to Earth. And whatever it has contact with, it's going to learn from. So it drops down to the earth, and it lands next to a rock, and it stays it transforms into a rock, and it's a rock for like 20,000 years, right? Until a dog comes by to it and like sniffs it or whatnot, and then it transforms into this dog. And then this dog, whether it's like a cold weather, and the dog dies, like close to it, right? Close to the rock. So it transforms into the dog, and the dog starts, like, it can't really walk as a dog. It's trying to learn what it's doing. And then it's like it starts to try to find its way around the snow, but it keeps dying because it doesn't know how to eat or anything or whatever or whatnot, and it keeps regenerating. It doesn't die. And then it finally goes up on the cabin, and the guy's like, "Oh, hey, where you been at?" and stuff. Apparently that was his dog that he transformed into, right? The guy's talking to him and stuff, and I don't know what else I can say without giving it away, but man, it's a emotional anime from day one, from the first episode, and it is a very good anime, and I would recommend just watching it. I kind of want to say what happens at the end of that first episode, but also I don't, so I'm just going to leave.
What are you watching on Crunchyroll?
Yeah, I'm watching on Crunchyroll.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, and I would say on episode 2, you do meet this kind of tribe, and there's like in the tribe they have this monster in the woods or something like that, I don't know. But anyway, they're like, hey, we sacrifice one person a year from one of these cities or one of these tribes, like it's randomly chosen and whatnot. And this year we're choosing this tribe, you know, and it happens to be like this 8-year-old girl, and this 8-year-old girl is the one getting sacrificed, and everyone's like, congratulations, it's an honor or whatever. And she's like, what does honor mean? And it's like you've been chosen for this. It's a celebration for whatever. Like, you get to be sacrificed for the god, you know, whatever. It's a big deal and everything. And you get to meet the little girl, and the little girl's like, I want to be able to just talking to the parents. She's like, I want to grow up, whatever. And her mom and everyone's like, you're not going to be able to grow up. You gotta, you're being sacrificed, basically.
Jeez.
And like, but no, she even asked, she's like, what does sacrifice mean? Like, that means you have to die. It's like, I don't want to die. I want to grow up. You get to grow up. Everyone else gets to grow up. Why can't I grow up? And then, like, yeah, it was like, damn, and just hearing her say that, and then she starts to, like, she just keeps asking, and she's like, why am I being sacrificed? Why am I being chosen? They're like, it's a tradition. She's like, why does it matter if it's a tradition? Like, I'm dying. You're not dying. Why don't you still go be sacrificed and everything? She's like, I want to live. She's like, I'm taking care of my sister. I want to take care of my sister. Just a bunch of stuff. So it's a good anime, though.
That's deep shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, did you see the new Five Nights at Freddy's trailer?
Oh, wait, I saw the trailer, yeah.
It looks good. I mean, for what they could do with the source, it looks pretty good.
It is VR, right? Was it VR?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, movie?
It's a movie. A full-fledged movie with Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutchinson.
Then probably not, then.
They got the whole team from Jim Henson with the puppeteer. They got that team to work on the animatronics for the movie. So it looks really, really good. I want to see it. It comes out in October. The Flash came out as well.
Oh, God.
Ezra Miller's Flash.
I've heard so much. Go ahead. I'm going to get another drink.
He's going to get another drink. He's drinking alcohol. He's drinking Mellow Yellow. Basically the same thing. I've heard... I haven't seen it, but I did see some spoiler stuff. I'm gonna go and say you can spoil anything you want from me. For them, I don't know. That's up to them. That's why I always put like a disclaimer. Okay, if you don't want to spoil anything, skip past like maybe 5 minutes. You'll be fine. But I've heard a lot of mixed things from The Flash. I hear that people are boycotting the movie because of Ezra Miller's Ezra Miller.
Nice. Good, don't it? Anyway, yeah, Ezra Miller.
Yeah, his actions.
I feel like it shouldn't be boycotted because of him. He's not the only one in the movie.
True.
This is one guy of like 500 other people, Yeah. Like, and you're gonna suffer. Everyone's gonna suffer because of him. But also at the same time, fuck that dude. He's a piece of shit.
Evidently, he's a groomer too.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit from what I've seen and heard.
And evidently, all of the studio's money went to bailing him out and not to the CGI. Because that's all you hear that's bad about this movie is this CGI is shit.
I've heard that too.
I'm waiting for it to come out on HBO Max. I'm not going to watch it in theaters.
There's also, I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of CGI people going on strike right now.
Yeah, writer's strike. That's a big thing. And that's even affecting Stranger Things 5.
Yep, I know.
It got pushed. And there's rumors that the woman that played Sarah Connor in Terminator is going to be in Stranger Things 5. which is gonna be cool. But it ain't gonna matter because writer strike is big.
Yep, writer strike, which I think that's what caused the CGI strike. It's because of the writers.
I wouldn't doubt it. They overwork like crazy.
Yeah, it's the CGI thing is because like there's none of the CGI people who have studios, right? Like you got Pixar or Pixar, but besides that, all the CGI you see in like these big blockbuster movies are not like studio CGI. These are all contractors basically.
Yep.
These are all independent studios, and they have a contract with a big business about like whatever superhero movie it is or whatever. About they want this done, and this is how much you get paid for it. Well, there's opposing people saying like, hey, we will do it for even less, for even less money and less time. So if you choose us, blah blah blah. So it's like this big bidding war of like how much money and the time and shit. And that's why it's just
it's CGI. Bad environment.
CGI is just getting pretty bad because of that. You don't want to give people money or time, and it's just, especially with these streaming services. I've heard that's the big one. The CGI thing has gotten so bad because of streaming. They're just throwing shit out so much and so fast that you can't get shit done.
Yep.
So
I hear that The Flash is kind of the last DCEU movie, which is not a good note to end on. But I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say nothing about it. I just hear there is a big cameo. There's a lot of cameos. The big cameo is Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn it, I wish you didn't tell me that. Fuck, now I gotta go see it.
Yep, Nicolas Cage as Superman.
I have to go see it now.
But he's all CGI. He doesn't make an actual appearance.
Oh.
Which is why I wanted to tell you.
Oh.
You also get George Clooney's Batman.
Okay.
What else? There's a good bit more. I just can't remember all of them. There's evidently a lot of cameos in the movie. It's made by the same director that did the It movies, It Chapter 1 and 2.
Never seen them.
They're really good. Superman Legacy. Okay, do you know about the DC right now?
As in like comics or like movies?
Movies, not comics. Movies.
As in...
So, you know about the big reboot happening, right? With the movies? No. They're quitting the DCEU. That's going to be in the past. That's why the Flash movie happened.
Good.
Now, you have the guy that made Guardians of the Galaxy. Who is it?
James Gunn.
James Gunn. Yeah, him and Peter Safran, who made Shazam. They're rebooting DC. And their first movie they're going to make in the new DC is Superman Legacy. And it's not going to have Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard there's a new Superman without old Henry. What is he gonna do? He's not Witcher. He's not Superman.
He's not Witcher. That's gonna be Liam Hemsworth. He's not Superman. He's gonna do a Warhammer movie though.
Warhammer, as in
like he's making a Warhammer movie. I don't know Warhammer.
Like the game.
Yeah.
Warhammer. Okay.
He's making a movie about it. But damn, they're just taking him out of everything.
Yeah, I know.
And he did nothing wrong.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Right. So yeah, new Superman movie. It's gonna be Superman Legacy, and it's gonna be a whole different cast, whole different everything. I got one more thing on here.
You know what I think would be really cool and make a lot of money?
What's that?
As far as Batman, Superman, and all that, just don't make any fucking movies for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine if we go like 5 years without making a DC makes anything? They're just like, all right, Marvel wins this generation, basically. And they just wait like 5 years, and then they come out with a new movie, and everyone's gonna be like, dude, we gotta go see this. It's been so long. And then they can do whatever they want, because them just fucking making shit, confusing everybody, reboot, making shit, confusing people, reboot.
Okay, so my question to you is, what is the last good Marvel movie you've seen?
Marvel movie?
Marvel movie.
I would love to say Endgame, but I want to say Infinity War.
So not even No Way Home? Not even No Way Home?
Okay, yeah. That counts.
And there was something else, too. I wanted to tell you about this. Because I knew you were going to say No Way Home, so I was trying to get a good segue to this.
Okay.
In Spider...
You told me. You gave it to me.
I was like, I got to make sure.
Okay.
In Spider-Man No Way Home, it's been out for 2 years. People have had time to watch it. Toby gets stabbed at the very end, right? Yeah. It's kind of weird how when he gets stabbed, nothing else happens, right? He's just stabbed, and it's like, oh, well, I've been stabbed before. And then he gets up like nothing happened. In the concept art and stuff like that, Venom was actually supposed to be in the movie to attach to Tobey and then heal him. That's where you get the black suit from Tobey Maguire. You get that reference in there. And there was actually a cut fight scene with Willem Dafoe and Tobey Maguire being Green Goblin and Spider-Man. And I'm just sitting there like, you idiots.
That cut scene wasn't... I mean, that cut, whatever. It was very short, too, though.
Yeah.
Like, but it's something, I guess.
It would have been something, though.
Yeah. But the whole... Venom was supposed to be in the movie at all, in general.
Yep.
Because it was like supposed to be like, the Sinister Six thing, whatever, but it was only 5. He was supposed to be the last one, but they didn't want too much star power showing up at the very end and too much shit going on. So they took Venom out.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
Because that would have been so much better.
Maybe. It could have fucked things up. Here's the thing. What if the Riders, the ones that were on strike, that was the original intention. Like, this is going to be fucking badass. We got all 3 Spider-Man and we have the Sinister Six here.
It was Sony's wet dream.
Yeah. And they're like, let's do this. And then every time they put Venom in there somehow, they're like, it's just not going to work without it, taken away from something else,
Mm-hmm.
So it probably would have...
That's why you make a 4-hour movie and just deal with it. I'm tired of 2.5, 3-hour movies. I'm tired of them. It doesn't get enough across the screen sometimes.
I'm tired of fucking that also, but I want it in reverse. Look, man, I think as of right now, the best movie I've seen all year, without it even... And nothing's even close to it, is Puss in Boots. I don't know why.
It was a good movie.
The Last Wish? You saw it?
I did. It was good.
It was good. It was fucking amazing.
I think the fucking wolf was overrated.
No, shut the fuck up. You leave.
I think he is.
1 out of 10, what would you give it?
I'd give it a solid 8.
Solid 8.
A solid 8.
That was a 9, at least.
It was good. Don't get me wrong.
Was so much better than it needed to be.
Yeah, that's true. I was expecting it to be dog shit.
I turned it on for Phoenix because it was like Puss in Boots or whatever. I turned it on and I'm like, what the fuck is this animation for one? And then I was like, this fight scene? This is pretty dope.
It looks like Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I can get behind this. And then the whole way through, dude, I was just like, this is so good. Like, that movie had no reason to be that good at all.
That's true, and I agree with you, yeah.
It was so much... Anyway, but yeah, I think that's the best movie I've seen all year.
I still haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
I still haven't seen it.
Watch it right now. I'll turn this podcast off and we're going to watch it right now.
Yeah? What is it on? Do you know? Is it on Netflix?
On my DVD.
It's on your DVD?
I have the DVD. It'll be in my PlayStation in like about 5 minutes.
I wish I had the time, but I gotta work tomorrow.
Guys, excuses.
I gotta call my boss, say, hey, I gotta work, right?
Yeah. Hey, can I come in tomorrow?
Please. I'll work the register.
There you go.
Oh, Lord. But, what was the last good Marvel movie? You said Infinity War? I mean, from now.
I like Endgame. I like Infinity War.
Endgame's fucking boring.
Yeah, it could have been so much better than it wasn't.
It was good for when it came out.
The last good Marvel movie?
The last good one up to now. I
guess No Way Home, yeah, but like, Endgame was also good, but like, Infinity War was just the best of all Marvels, so.
Oh yeah, by far. What was the best DC movie up until now?
The best DC movie, that's good. The best DC movie is, Joker?
Really? I thought you didn't like Joker.
I mean, I don't like him as Joker at all.
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
Or
no, I don't like Joaquin Phoenix as Joker, no.
Why?
Because it's not Joker.
Well, I mean, it's not.
He's just a psychopath playing, like, the Joker, but it's not even Joker.
It's not supposed to... I mean, I know it's supposed to be.
Yes, it's supposed to be. That's the problem. That's the problem. As a movie and as the character and everything else, it's great, but it didn't need to be in the Batman universe and he didn't need to be the Joker.
I understand that.
But, like, no, the movie was great, though, still.
Yeah. Are you going to watch Joker 2?
Yeah.
With Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's said to be a musical, which I don't know how I feel about that.
And I feel like me saying Joker is like totally downplaying something else because I feel like something else is in my head right now and I cannot think of it.
You liked the Batman, didn't you?
The Batman, that's what it was. No, the fucking Batman is way better than Joker.
Really?
Yeah.
I tried to watch the Batman again. It had some boring moments in it.
Does it?
I tried watching it again. I was like, okay, the fight scenes are great. But there was one thing that kept hitting my head and I was like, God, I can't get that out of my head. His fucking Bruce Wayne was horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
I hated his Bruce Wayne.
He's not a good Bruce Wayne, and also, I haven't seen it since the theaters, right? So, but I remember the entire time I was thinking in theaters, I was like, Catwoman does not be in this.
No, she don't.
Because I remember, like, I didn't like her at first, but I was like, okay. And then, like, in the midway through the thing, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, does she need to be in this? And it was like, at the end, I was like, she did not change anything.
Mm-mm.
She could not have been in here at all, and it had been okay. And it probably made it better, because Batman's like, oh, it's a woman.
Right.
That was so weird. Like,
the opposite sex.
yeah. Like, I didn't like that either, or whatever. But no, that was the fucking amazing movie.
It was good, don't get me wrong. It just, now that I rewatch it, and I've rewatched it about twice now, I can say I hate his Bruce Wayne, but I think that has to do with the director. I don't think that has to do with Robert Pattinson.
Nothing has to do with him.
You think so?
No, actually, director.
I was going to say the director.
Could play a good, like, philanthropist.
I mean, it ain't gonna be no Christian Bale, but it'll.
I think he could probably do better. Did you ever see Inception? He's really good.
I haven't. I've been meaning to though.
Yeah. No, not Inception. Oh, sorry.
Tenet.
Yeah, Tenet.
Yeah. I've seen bits and pieces, but I've been meaning to. Speaking of Christopher Nolan, are you seeing Oppenheimer?
I want to, just because of this Oppenheimer story. I like the.
What do you know the story?
Yeah, it's the.
It's basically the story of the atom bomb.
Yeah.
But with Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr.
And Josh Peck.
Which is totally fucking random, just to have him in the movie.
But yeah. So like, have you heard his speech before? Like the I am the death of all men or something, or I'm God.
I heard bits and pieces of it.
It's just not the whole speech. Sorry, but this like the one clip. It's like, I am death, or fuck. I don't want to fuck it up. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look up the.
But there's this thing called the Barbenheimer, Barbenheimer. So basically, the Barbie movie and Oppenheimer are gonna be showing at the same time. So people are gonna go watch Barbie, and then right after it, go see Oppenheimer, and they're calling it the Barbenheimer, and it's gonna be like this whole explosion of pink.
So the thing he says, it's really creepy whenever you hear it, because it's like black and white for one, and it's like him, and it's old, and he's like realizing what he has made. And he's like, now I've become death, the destroyer of all worlds, and it's like, fuck, you know. And
he really is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. But another thing about Christopher Nolan's movies is sometimes they can be dreadfully slow. They can be really slow sometimes.
That is true. Hold on. See if I can. It's gonna be super creepy.
Few people cried. Most people were silent.
You won't put headphones on.
I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita.
Right here.
Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. I suppose we have felt that one way or another.
It's like, damn, dude.
But yeah, I want to see it. It looks really, really good.
It's like,
and that is heavy.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
It's like, man. Yeah, I mean, you kind of killed like millions of people.
Yeah.
And you're gonna kill millions more.
I think that movie's gonna blow up. What do you think?
I mean, it's Christopher
Pun
Nolan.
intended.
I think, but I think Christopher Nolan could come out with like a toilet that closes and opens by itself, and it would just become huge.
He's just a damn good director.
Yeah.
But he hasn't made a groundbreaking movie since Dark Knight.
Inception. Well, which one's first?
Inception was 2010. The Dark Knight was 2000. Was the Dark Knight 2008? Then The Dark Knight was first. Then Inception.
Inception is like pretty good.
I heard that one was big. What about Interstellar?
Oh, that was great too. I regret not seeing Interstellar in the movies. It's a big regret of mine.
I still haven't seen it, but I've been meaning to.
Oh, really? That's fucking...
I've been watching a lot of Right now, SVU, like Law and Order SVU. But movie-wise, I just went to go see Across
The Law and Order SVU.
Yeah,
That's
old.
So fucking random.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
What have you been watching, man? Yeah, Law and Order SVU. Like, what?
Why? Why not?
Okay, then.
But movie-wise, Across the Spider-Verse, and I watched the 89 Batman movie. Like Michael Keaton's Batman.
Okay, yeah.
Which
makes sense.
is so fucking cheesy now, but I love it. I love it so much. And I've been watching the Batman animated series a lot.
They need to make a Joker verse.
A Joker verse? What do you mean?
Just have all the Jokers come together.
Well, they can't.
Do really bad CGI of
Heath.
Yeah.
With like blood coming out of his head or some shit. It's really insensitive.
It's really bad CGI. Just fucking The Flash. Yeah.
Have all the writers go on strike. Nobody knows what to say.
Yeah.
Did you seen The Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
All the way through?
Yeah. It's really overrated.
I think...
No, what? No, hold on. I will say this. Every time I say this, I'm like, it's overrated. Like, it's not nearly as good as people say it is. And then I watch this, I'm like, man, this is pretty fucking good. Like, every time.
It is the best comic book movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's right there, probably next to Into the Spider-Verse. But what people don't realize is, yes, the Joker was great. Heath Ledger did amazing. The writers handled, Heath Ledger great. Take Joker aside, you still have a great story.
There is a better comic book movie that you have seen. Well, I don't know if you have seen, but
What is it?
the best comic book movie in the world is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
I've seen bits and pieces.
Oh man, best comic book movie.
It is funny. It's very funny because it's Edgar
Really
Wright.
good. It's really good with the action and as a person who does filming and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Really good cinematography. I can't say it. Like,
Yeah.
there was scenes in there that I would love to be able to recreate, but I don't know how the fuck they do it. It's so good. They do it so good.
I know
Like-
whenever she comes to the door and he answers it and he's like, "Is he home?" It's like, "Actually," and he just falls through the window. It's like, he just left.
No, wait, no. It was more. I think it was the thing where he's like thinking of something, and it just shows him. I feel like you can also see the background too.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone said something to him, and he's turning around, and then now he's like walking. And he's like, for example, they was in the house, whatever, right, somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and then something's happening, and then it's the same scene of him someone says something to him in the house, and he's like turning around talking to him. But no, he's not actually in the house no more. He's just walking in the street with him. I'm like, how the fuck did they transition that? Like, it blows my mind still. And I was like, the way they work it is like so good. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's good.
I know it's Edgar Wright, and he also made Ant-Man.
I didn't need to know that.
He made
I
Ant-Man.
didn't need to know that.
He also made Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, that's more respect.
I love Shaun of the Dead. It's still the best zombie movie. Fight
It
me.
is. It's pretty good. My bad. Oopsie.
Indiana Jones 5. The Dial of Destiny.
Nope.
You gonna watch it?
Nope. Don't
Why?
give a damn.
What?
Don't give a shit.
What?
I don't give it. It's a money maker. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just for money.
Of course.
It's-
It's got the same director as Logan.
I hope he. Oh, I was about to. I was about to say, I hope he dies. Same director as Logan. Oh man.
Did you like Logan?
Yeah, I like Logan.
I fucking hated that it was his clone.
Wait, what do you mean?
In the movie Logan? Did you watch the full movie?
Yeah, but I don't remember it being his clone.
Yeah, at the very end, well, near the middle actually, Logan is coming back home, and Charles is talking to him, and he gets stabbed through the chest, and you figure out that it's another clone of Logan. It's a more feral, prime version of Logan. That's the main villain of the whole movie. Is the prime.
Oh, I thought
of
you
Logan.
meant like the guy Logan dying at the end, or whatever, Wolverine dying at the end.
Yeah.
Was like a clone.
No. He's fighting his clone.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that
Yeah,
shit.
that's fine.
I wanted it to be Daken from the comics, his son, but that's just they weren't gonna go that way.
Yeah.
But either way, Wolverine's coming back in Deadpool 3, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Speaking of which, when I went to go see Logan, dude, I think everyone kind of knew what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Had an idea, but you didn't know, Like, you got an idea, whatnot. But I went to the bathroom. I went to go take a piss right before I went to go watch Logan. And I remember being at the urinal, and there was other guys at the urinal. And you know that awkward moment where there's no other spots?
Yep.
You know, so as a girl, if you don't know, you know, you don't have any other spots. You gotta
skip one.
Yeah, but if there's nowhere to skip, you gotta get in between two guys, right?
Yep.
Two guys were talking to each other, and I had to get in between them and whatnot and whatever. And they were just talking to each other, and I'm in the middle taking a piss, you know. And then they just casually just bring up how Logan just died because they just got done seeing the movie.
Ah.
And I'm just like, I'm a bit smart at this point, you know. It's two adults and whatnot, but I'm just sitting there thinking like, the fuck.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm like, guys, I haven't seen it yet, you know. But I didn't say anything to him because I was younger. But
how old were you? 2017.
Wait, is that when I came out?
2017, yeah.
Let me look up.
When were you born? Like what year?
Hold on. When? I feel like that was too soon.
2017? No, it came out. That's when it came out.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn. I don't know.
Arkham Knight came out 2015.
Well, I don't know. I was born in 1994, so.
94? Oh my gosh, you're 29? You're old.
Jesus, dude.
You're 29.
I'm close enough. Let's see. So what?
You're 8 years older than me? I didn't know
how
that.
long ago was that? 20? I don't know, dude. I can't do math.
that's 6 years ago.
So.
You were.
No. There's no way. I feel like I was like young.
You would have been 23.
I feel like I wasn't even in my 20s when that came out. Because I went to go see it with my dad.
Well, it came out 2017, and you were born in 94, so that's 6 plus, yeah, that equals out 23.
There's no way. Because I would have had Phoenix by then.
Huh?
Maybe I'm thinking about something else then.
You might have been.
Because like, no.
No.
No, because I remember them saying about how Logan died. I don't know. Never mind.
Don't you love that they're playing Just Dance next door?
Are they?
I don't know, but that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, every fucking day. Every day. Yeah, that's fine. That's what you get for living in apartments. But, like, yeah. Now I feel dumb, dude. I swear that memory core, like, I saw it with my dad, for one. And, yeah. I saw it with my dad, and I feel like I was a bit smaller. But I guess not. I don't know.
Okay. When was the last good Marvel movie that wasn't a part of the MCU?
They're all part of it. Oh, wait, what? That was like Daredevil or something. I don't know. Or Blade.
Well,
everything's part of the MCU.
That's true. They're starting to bring everything in. That's not a fair question. Okay. What was the last good DC movie that wasn't part of the DCEU? The Batman?
None of them part of the DCEU except like 3 of them.
Did you like Man of Steel? Okay, if you didn't, what did you not like about it?
Superman.
What do you mean?
I just don't like Superman in general. Superman's just always just too perfect.
Well, that's the point. Unless you read Injustice.
Yeah, even then. I don't know.
I mean, even then, he's evil in Injustice.
Yeah, but he's still too, like... I just don't like the idea of Superman. Like, oh, you can't beat him at all, except you have, like, kryptonite or something. Fuck out of here.
Well, still, you can't beat him. He comes back after a while.
Yeah. It's impossible to beat. Except, here's the thing. I can't accept the fact that, like, Superman can't be beat because of anything, you know? Like, no matter what, you can't out-strong him. He can beat in space, all this bullshit, whatever, you know? He can survive, like, thousands of heat, whatever. Mm-hmm. But, man, Batman surviving anything, I'm totally okay with.
A total human.
Yeah.
Just at the peak
the
of
sun
his...
could fall down on the earth and Batman will survive it.
Yeah, because he prepared for it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I can accept that. But I cannot accept Superman.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay, who is your favorite Batman?
My favorite Batman?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Okay, I'll ask you a better question. Who is the worst Batman?
Oh no, my favorite Batman, George Clooney.
George Clooney?
Yeah.
How come? Is it the bat card?
The bat nipples.
The bat nipples, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes total sense.
Yeah, George Clooney. I asked Ryan that same question a long time ago, and he gave that answer. So.
George Clooney.
Yeah, so I can't steal that. But he answered it without a B. I was like, "Who's your favorite Batman?" He goes, "George Clooney." So stupid. Ryan's so funny, dude. He's so good.
He should have been on tonight.
Yeah, he should have, but we'll talk about that after.
All right.
Yeah, well, you know why.
Are you forcing TJ on?
Well, TJ asked to be on not too long ago, so. But I told him I wasn't doing one yet. So.
Well, it'll be another month.
Oh, wait,
TJ.
hey, I don't know when we're going to do another podcast, but by the time we do a podcast, this guy might be married.
That's true. I do get married in 2 weeks. I get married on the 14th.
So, I have a question, but I will ask it after the podcast because that doesn't matter.
I mean, you can bleep it out. What is it?
No, I don't want to fuck the editing, dude. The editing is about to be nothing because we're ending this podcast right now. So,
Right now?
yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it.
Okay.
Wait, do you have anything else?
Not that I know of. Nope. That's it.
Hey, if you're a real fan of the Famous for Nothing podcast, leave a nice comment and subscribe. I'm just kidding. I've never said that before.
It feels wrong, don't you? You feel dirty, don't you?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, actually, just dislike the video.
Please. Downvote it.
Yeah, if you don't like the, I mean, if you
even if you do like it, please unsubscribe.
Yeah, if you want another episode,
everybody leave,
like,
please.
Just like this video, okay? So, anyways, this has been the Famous for Nothing podcast, episode 48. We got one more episode till episode 50, and all those promises I made on episode 50
will come to light.
except for the camera angle, okay? Because look, as much as I've tried, it is so hard trying to get another camera. So, yeah, I mean, we're pretty much doing all the promises I was going to say in the first place. We're doing high quality now. We're shortening it down a little bit more, trying to make it a bit cleaner and whatnot.
What are you doing?
Gonna be a bit more professional. Do that. Do that. We do that.
Well, what do you mean?
We're gonna be more consistent, So, what?
What do you mean by like you're gonna be more like professional? Quotation marks. Like,
Because when we first started, like it took like a good 3 minutes before we even got rolling because I had to go check.
Oh, you're actually gonna like make sure it's all set up before we. Okay.
I mean, I set it up before we came. I just forgot the timer. So.
Okay.
But next time, you guys wouldn't know that because.
Are you gonna have like an actual slogan and stuff?
Huh?
Are you gonna have an actual slogan and stuff?
Yeah, come here when you don't have anything else to do in your life because I don't know.
You'll get it figured out.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, what famous for nothing. We're not famous. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
So there we go. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? But yeah, episode 50. No camera angle. I'm sorry, but yeah, episodes are gonna be a bit tighter now. But we're gonna have higher quality. And
what about the audio? Are you still using the same mics?
Yeah. This shit is fucking expensive.
Oh, did you use the?
I did not. Didn't even try it. Totally forgot.
Well, where is it?
It's down there. We'll try it after this. But anyways, yes, and also consistency. Episode every other week after episode 50. But this next episode, can't promise you when it's gonna be out. So until then, we are out of here. You got anything else?
Do your homework, don't do drugs, and have a nice day.
All right. Well, do drugs, don't do your homework, and have a nice day. All right. See you next time. Bye.